Okay, let's take a look at the second problem. So same equation, same number, but we're talking about 100% here, and we're trying to go back to figure out the number of hours. So in this case, it's 100 equals 1 times 1.0138 to the power of x. So I don't know what x is. That's what I'm trying to solve for. So the hundreds is a different part of the equation. Okay, well, I'm going to start solving it like I would start solving most math problems. I'll divide both sides by 1 because I'm trying to isolate the x. And now we kind of run into a problem because x is in this exponent. And I'm not really sure how, if I could get these bases the same. Probably not very easily. So I'm just going to rewrite this a little bit differently. I'm just flipping around the order. There we go. And then I'm just going to use that loop-de-loop trick we showed you guys last class, or last week, I should say. So I'm going to start here. So log of this number, 1.0138, and then I'm going to loop around here, so that goes next, equals x. All right, so if I could figure out what this on the left-hand side equaled, I would know the value of x. This is where we're going to have to use that change of base formula. So see how I've got 100 and I've got 1.0138. That's going to be log 100 over log 1.0138 equals x. So basically it's like I've got the log of 100, that's my numerator, and the log of what the base was, that's my denominator. Now I just got to type this thing into a calculator, and then I should be, pretty much all set. So let me go ahead and go to the Desmos calculator and just type that in. All right, so here we go. So it's a little weird to type it in here. So it'll be log 100, close parentheses, divided by log, there it is, 1.0138, and then close that parentheses and just hit enter. Oh, it's already right there. It's 336 hours. So this value right here is going to be, x is about 336 hours. So you can see, like, 100 is in both these problems. Like, I'm given 100, but because I'm looking for something different, like x versus y, I've got to solve it in very different ways. And a lot of people, like in the Desmos activity, you figured out the 336 using the graph, which is awesome. Very smart way of doing that. It's a great way to use that technology. But let's say you didn't have access to a graphing tool, but you did have your calculator. This is how you would find what is x algebraically using logs. Okay, so that's just two real similar problems, but the way you have to solve them is quite different.